Hey guys, welcome back. So jumping right into it, I'm going to moisturize my face by spritzing it with the Badescu Rosewater spray, and then going in with the Shiseido Glow Enhancing Primer. This is that sample I've been using a lot. I am so obsessed with it and will definitely be buying the full size soon. I'm going to be priming my face. I love the glow that this primer gives, and it's going to set well with the next product I'm using, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the shade 120. This is by far my favorite foundation. I use 115 more in the winter, but as I'm starting to get more tan, I can move into 120, 125. So I'm going to be dotting that all over my face and blending that out with the Real Technique sponge. There's just something about this sponge, as I told you guys. I love it so much more than the Beauty Blender. I feel like it really gets in there and blends out my foundation perfectly and gives me that flawless finish. Next, I'm going to be going in with the NYX HD Concealer in the shade 02. I will be highlighting under the eyes pretty heavily because we want this to be more of a highlighted, glowy, kind of awake tutorial. Then I'm going to be going on the side of the nose for some reverse contouring. I'm also going to go down the middle of the nose, on the cupid's bow, the chin, and the forehead. I feel like highlighting all these places just really brings the look together and makes you look fresh and awake. I also do around the nose and the mouth too, just because I know that those get a little bit darker throughout the day. And then I'm going to go back in with that Real Technique sponge and blend everything out. Next, I'm going to be going in with my favorite, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and using these two shades I'm pointing to. I'm going to be taking the Sigma Small Tapered Highlighting Brush and just setting underneath the eyes. I want to make sure that I heavily set that while putting my mouth down and looking up with my eyes, because that's going to tighten the skin and make sure the powder gets in there and sets everything so you aren't left with any creases. I also like to take the lightest beige shade to set anywhere else on my face that I know may crease or get oily or anything throughout the day, because we want to keep this look looking fresh and not kind of like it's slipping off of our face. Then I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation Stick in 330 Toffee, and this is what I'm going to use to cream contour. This can be used for a night out or just every day because it is such a good foundation stick and it blends like a dream. So I just feel like this can really bring a lot to a look. So I'm going to be applying that everywhere you saw and blending that out with the Real Technique sponge. To set that cream contour, I'm going to be going in with the Covergirl True Blend Bronzer and the BH Cosmetics Dual Ended Fiber Brush. I am obsessed with this bronzer. I've never found something more creamy that blends better from the drugstore in my life. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I'm going to go in a couple of days and pick up the blushes too, just because I feel like they will work just as well, if not better. So I'm going to be applying this all in that kind of three shape because you want everything to look blended, and I'm of course going to go down onto my neck. Then I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Blush Palette, and this is the holiday palette. I know that is out of stock, but any bright pink color like this would work. I use the color Smashing and the BH Cosmetics Blush Brush for this. I love this blush brush. It gets everything on my face perfectly, and I feel like it really helps to round out the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm going to be going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is a technique that I learned from Ready Set Glamour. I'm going to be taking a big powder brush and dipping into that powder and buffing everything out so there's no harsh lines. And I'm obsessed with how it looked. Then I'm going to be brushing through my brows with the e.l.f. spoolie, and I'm going to be doing my brows with the BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio as usual. I'm just using here the brush that came with the trio. It works pretty well, and I'm doing most of my brows off camera. Then I'm going to be going in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, and I'm going to be using that to prime my eyes, but also to make them really bright because I love how it turned out. And I'm setting that with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Next, going in with the NYX Natural Palette in this peach shade, I'm going to be laying that down with the big BH Cosmetics blending brush. I love this shade. I think it really does compare to Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. And then I'm going to be going in with the NYX Adorable palette, which you will see in just a couple of seconds. I'm going to be using this kind of like bronzed brown color to define the crease and the V. Even though this is more of a natural look, we still want to have that definition, so I'm going to be using a Real Techniques blending brush. After I do that, I'm going to be going back into the NYX Natural Palette and taking the lightest white sparkly shade, and I'm going to be just using my finger, as you will see in a second, to apply that to the inner like 3/5 3/4 of my lid, I would say, just to brighten it up and make it look really awake. And then I'm going to be going back in with that same brown bronze color to redefine the V if any of it got covered up. Next, for this look, I'm not going to be doing any eyeliner because it's more of a natural look, so I'm going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara. I love this mascara. I feel like the wand that it has really helps to lift up my lashes, and I will be buying the full version possibly whenever I'm done with this. I just need to test it out more. After this, you're going to see me apply a new highlighter I am so obsessed with. It's from Makeup Revolution from Ulta. I just happened to stumble upon this. They have two, more of a pinky shade and a pearlescent shade. I got the pearlescent shade and it is only $6. You can see how pigmented that is. Like, look at my face when I react to that. So I'm going to be applying that to the tops of the cheeks and then going over that with my Real Technique sponge just to kind of soften it up a little bit because this is more of a soft look. Then I'm going to apply that to the top of the lips, down the nose a little bit, on the top of the forehead just a little bit, and then I'm going to be putting it on the inner corners of the eye. You want to be careful with this because you don't want it to look like you are sweating or something like that. Then I'm going to be going in with this Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lipstick in Hickory Smoked and applying that. I love this for more of a natural look because it is a perfect brownish pink color. And once we are done with that, guys, this completes the look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this easy, quick spring tutorial. This is perfect for every day, or even if you're just wanting to go out, you could add a fun lip. As always, please subscribe, like this video, and leave me a fun comment down below. Follow my Instagram too, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!